All right, welcome to the post-game press conference for Southern Miss head coach Scott Berry, pitcher Hunter Riggins. Coach, just start with just some opening comments from today's game.
Well, it's good to be here talking to you after a win. Last night we had a real gut punch, losing that game to LSU, and I was really worried about how our guys were going to come back out, really challenged them about what was ahead of us and what we had to do and the choices that we had to make when we got up this morning and the attitude and, where it kind of took us a while to get in the flow. I think the biggest thing is Hunter Riggins kept everything in control until we could get going there late. So outstanding outing by him, covering 9 innings, saving our bullpen. Stu had to pitch 1 inning, but giving up just 7 hits, 1 earned run, 3 runs overall, but 1 earned, and to player of the day is him for sure. Just saving that bullpen with a much important game ahead of us tonight.
I will open up to questions.
Coach, just after that game last night, gut-wrenching game. How do you come today and your back's against the wall and you have to get out and play again? What was the players' mindset? And just talk us through that. And
of course, everybody was really, really disappointed emotionally last night, obviously. But you got to be able to just move it past. You got to go to the next opportunity, and luckily it wasn't the last opportunity that we had for the year. It was another opportunity to extend our season, and that was a challenge with them. You have 2 choices. You can either get up, feel sorry for yourself, and emotionally just be down, and you're going to get beat playing that way against a team that just has momentum. Eliminating Army, they've got momentum, and emotionally they're back in it. Or, your choice can be up, understanding exactly what's in front of you, the challenge ahead of you, and commit to winning that first game. And I think that's exactly what they did. It was tough offensively. I know our first 15 outs, 10 of them were fly ball, and they were just routine fly ball outs. I thought their lefties did a great job against us. But on the same hand, we didn't adjust quick enough to it at all. But Sarge had a really good day for us. Guy still keeps impressing me. He's got a bad back, and he still keeps getting hits. Got a double to lead off the inning there earlier than the 10th. But, of course, the walk-off there in the end, two really big at-bats by him today.
Hunter, from your perspective, what was the feeling like in the locker room heading into today's game? And also, what was just your mental approach?
Obviously we're not down and out. We win 15 games in a row. We can win 3 in a row. That's kind of the mentality we have, and nobody was down on themselves because we know what it takes to win, and we're a scrappy bunch, obviously. I give up a run in top of the 9th, and they have my back. So mentality was good, I feel like. We know we can win games, and we know what we have to do to win games.
Coach, obviously not a lot of time between this one and the next one. Do you know who you're going with on the mound?
I really don't. I hadn't even talked to Oz yet, so as soon as we get done here, then we'll go up there and discuss who that is. I really don't know. We didn't really discuss it. We weren't holding anybody for game 2, in all honesty, because if we didn't win this one, there wasn't going to be another game. So, we just knew everybody that was available would be available, and we left it as that.
Coach, can you speak to how much Hunter kept you guys in that game, not just the scoreboard, but the momentum? When you guys weren't able to get anything offensively, felt like he was keeping at least some momentum.
I think just like Hurston yesterday, I think he got stronger as he got into the game. And they got in that flow and they got in that rhythm. And certainly you're exactly right, because as a pitcher, you've got to be able to separate your offense from what your job is. And there's otherwise, if you get tied emotionally into missed opportunities offensively, then it's going to affect your game. And I think that's where our 3 starters have the maturity, and Hunter being one of them, being the oldest, that has that maturity to understand what his job is, and he can't control what the offense does, and his job is to go out there and hang up zeros and keep our bullpen fresh, and that's exactly what he did.
Coach, just how important of a game is this? You get a walk-off win. You know, you would have kind of wanted it to be not as close as it was, but how important is this moving on to an LSU game where you had that turnaround and you gave up a win, but now you have that momentum? Just talk about the momentum you're going to carry into Game 6 versus the Tigers.
Well, there's tremendous different feeling between a win and a loss. Obviously, a loss would have sent us packing for the year in all different directions for the summer, but the win keeps us alive. It keeps momentum. It leaves you with a good feeling. Last night we left with a bad feeling, obviously with the loss, and we had to turn that. And grateful for these young men that came out today and after a short night rest and had to turn around and everybody thinks it's just easy to go win baseball games, but when you start factoring in the other things, the emotions, the frustrations and all that, it becomes very, very complicated. And for our guys to really move past that from yesterday into this game and really, go to another extra inning game, I think the whole key to that is that he goes 9 innings, and it keeps our staff fresh, and that's what we have to do, because to get out of this regional, we've got to win 2 games. Obviously, we've got to win this one tonight.
Coach, we know both you and LSU were going to hit, but with what you've got left with your pitching staff, what they've got left with their pitching staff, do you feel confident where you are versus where they are right now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think, you got 2 quality clubs that know how to win. They have postseason experience, in both clubs, and, they know what's on the line. Obviously, they've got one step ahead of us. We've got to beat them twice. They just have to beat us once here. So, where we are right now, overcoming last night's loss and putting ourselves in this position, I feel good.
Coach, your starters that gave up 3 earned runs in about 24 innings of work this weekend. For someone who's new like me, have you seen anything like this happen in 3 days?
No, but these guys have gone out and really dialed it in all year long, and we've piggybacked off from them. Our offense has been a little inconsistent at times. It's been good at times, and then sometimes it's had that lull. But you don't win 45 games without doing something really well. And obviously our pitching has been really good this year and has kept us in games and given us a chance. A lot of games where we have to score late, like we saw today in this one.
Hunter, obviously, Christopher he's been a little banged up. I mean, from your perspective as his teammate, what's it been like to watch him go through what he's going through and still produce in these big moments like he has?
I mean, he's just a hitter to me. He's going to hit, and that's his mentality. Whether he's hurt, whether he's not, he's going to hit. I enjoy him being at first base because, he just makes the plays you expect a shortstop to make. He makes plays you wouldn't expect a first baseman to make. I don't have to run over there when it's 110 degrees on that turf and catch the ball from him. But I kind of messed up early. He got on to me for not getting over. But I just appreciate everything he does, hitting wise, especially that big hit, obviously. And I'm just so thankful. My favorite thing in baseball is a first baseman who can field and can throw. And I tell him that all the time.
Hunter, did it occur to you, or did you think about going into the game that this might be the last college game that you pitch?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I've been blessed to be at 2 different places here, 2 great places, and tradition's great, the winning's great, and I didn't want it to be my last. I didn't want to have to transfer to the couch. I don't want to have to go home and just sit on my couch and do nothing. I want to play baseball. So it means a lot to me to have both these 2 institutions get my degrees in.
Here's the final question.
Coach, you have a second chance against LSU. What's your message to the team tonight?
Keep momentum going. Keep them. We know what our situation is. Nobody has to tell you. We want to continue to play. Then we've got to play good baseball, and we've got to come out and win this baseball game. And all hands on deck. You're going to have guys that that are good hitters. They're going to have to continue to hit, and other guys that have been kind of struggling. They're going to have to pick it up. So, I keep it simple with these guys. 45 wins. They know what's in front of them. So.
Coach Barry, Hunter, congratulations on the big win, and thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.